city lights bouncing off the window while the train cuts through the dark. Headphones on, but the music low enough to hear the tracks underneath. And it's strange because places look completely different when you're carrying the plan instead of a problem. Same street, same building, same people crossing intersections with somewhere to be, but the weight feels different when your eyes are pointed forward. I spent a long time thinking life would eventually slow down and make sense. Like one day all the missing pieces would suddenly connect and everything would look obvious. It never happened like that. The picture got clearer, sure, but only because I kept walking close enough to see the details. Distance creates confusion, moving creates answers. The funny part is that the biggest changes never announced themselves. There wasn't a dramatic moment, no perfect speech, no soundtrack playing in the background. Just small decisions stacking on top of each other until they became something impossible to ignore. One choice becomes a habit, one habit becomes a routine. One routine quietly changes an entire year. People underestimate how powerful that is because it looks too simple. Fast flow, cold air, late train lights blur, head full of plans that might work. Feet hit pavement, eyes forward, same old bro, but the mind's newer. Raindrops slide down the glass slow, whole city glowing in charcoal. Every small move got compound growth, that's something a lot never account for. I used to rush everything, wanted results before the process finished, wanted answers before the questions were fully formed, wanted certainty from situations that were never designed to provide it. Eventually I realized life doesn't operate like that. Sometimes the best thing you can do is keep moving while the picture develops. That's how most stories happen anyway. Nobody starts at chapter 10. Nobody skips straight to understanding. Everybody walks through confusion at some point. The difference is whether they stop there. I remember nights where the future felt like a locked door. Now I laugh at that thought because half the doors I worry about weren't locked at all. I was just standing too far away to see the handle. Perspective changes everything. A setback looks permanent until enough time passes. A mistake looks huge until experience arrives. A bad month feels endless until it's sitting in the rearview mirror. Fast street signs flash by, taxi tires hiss, neon reflections dance across puddles. The city keeps moving whether you're ready or not. That's what makes it beautiful. No pause button, no replay, no waiting for perfect timing, just opportunity drifting through ordinary moments. Most people miss it because they're looking for something louder, something bigger, something obvious. Meanwhile, the things that actually matter usually arrive quietly. A conversation, an idea, a decision, a change in direction that feels small at first. Then 5 years later you realize it altered everything. I think about that a lot. How many turning points look completely average while they were happening? How many important moments arrived disguised as routine? How many opportunities were hidden inside inconvenience? Life has a weird sense of humor like that. Sometimes the thing that frustrates you today becomes the reason you're grateful tomorrow. Sometimes a delay saves you, sometimes a detour teaches you, sometimes a closed door protects you from a room you were never meant to enter. Fast flow, long road, sharp turns, engine hum, city glow under a setting sun. Whole lot changed, but I'm not done. Still got places I haven't become. Late nights turned into lessons, pressure turned into direction, losses turned into perspective, time for doubt into acceptance. That's growth, not becoming somebody else, not pretending the hard parts never happen, just carrying them differently, just understanding them better. The skyline looks cleaner tonight, not because the weather changed, because the mind did. And once that happens, everything else starts looking different too. The traffic still moves, the clock still spins, the seasons still change, but the pressure loses its grip, the noise loses its volume, the doubts lose their authority, and suddenly the future doesn't feel like something to fear. It feels like somewhere to go. So the train keeps moving, the lights keep passing, the city keeps breathing, and somewhere between where I started and where I'm headed, I stopped worrying about whether the journey was working and started appreciating the fact that I'm still on it. Yeah. Cold air coming through the broken station entrance while the first train of the morning still ain't arriving. The platform full of faces looking tired of routines they never chose. And I'm standing there watching reflections shake across the tunnel wall, thinking about how many people spend their whole life waiting for permission to become themselves. Because fear got a funny way of dressing itself up as responsibility and convincing people to stay exactly where they are. Everybody got advice when you're unknown, and everybody got silence when you're improving. And that's why I stopped listening to opinions that never survive pressure, because pressure is the final translator, and it exposes every fake language eventually. And I've seen too many loud voices disappear the second reality entered the room, carrying consequences. Band for band, but the energy stays surgical, because chaos don't impress me and noise don't distract me. And every year I get older I realize discipline got a higher ceiling than talent, and patience got a longer reach than hype, because hype burns fast and patience builds foundations nobody notices until they're impossible to move. Rain tapping against the train window while the city slide backwards outside, and every building looked temporary for a second. And that's when it hit me that most people aren't trapped by circumstances, they're trapped by conclusions they made too early, because once somebody decides they stealing, they spend years accidentally defending it. Bass creeping underneath the drums like pressure building underneath concrete, and suddenly the whole atmosphere changed. DNA switch, focus locked, pulse rising, vision sharpening, because now every memory starts connecting and every lesson starts stacking and every mistake starts paying dividends. I remember nights when the account looked empty and the confidence looked fragile and the future looked blurry, but I also remember refusing to stop, because stopping would have guaranteed failure, while continuing at least left the door unlocked. And sometimes survival isn't about certainty, it's about refusing to close possibilities. Now the rhythm tighter and the structure heavier and the thoughts moving quicker, because momentum got a strange habit of arriving all at once after making you wait forever. And people call it luck, because calling it luck is easier than admitting they quit halfway through the same process. Most of these boys addicted to comfort, but comfort got interest rates, and eventually the bill arrives. And every shortcut they celebrated becomes another limitation they gotta carry, while every difficult decision I hated became another advantage. I get to keep fast pace now, cause the pressure increasing and the expectations increasing and the standards increasing, and every challenge creating another challenge, and every level revealing another level, because growth got no finish line. And that's exactly why I respect it. The city glowing outside like a circuit board, and everybody running through patterns they mistake for purpose. And I'm watching it all, thinking about how dangerous repetition becomes when there's no direction attached, because movement alone don't guarantee progress, and effort alone don't guarantee results. Now everything accelerating, every sentence connecting, every layer expanding, every objective multiplying, because hesitation left the building a long time ago, and once hesitation disappears, execution gets ruthless. Most people wait until they're confident before they move, and that's why they stay stuck, because confidence usually arrives after action, not before it. And every meaningful thing I ever built started while uncertainty was still sitting in the passenger seat. Pressure climbing, heartbeat matching the kick, thoughts stacking faster, vision getting larger, because the road keeps stretching and the horizon keeps moving, and every destination revealing another destination behind it. And I wouldn't have it any other way, because comfort never made me dangerous, uncertainty never made me better. So when they ask how the gap got this wide, I don't really have a dramatic answer, because the truth sounds boring until the results arrive. And the truth is I just kept moving when stopping looked reasonable, and kept building and progress looked invisible, and kept believing when evidence looked unavailable, and eventually repetition turned into momentum, momentum turned into distance, and distance turned into something nobody could ignore. 5 minutes before closing, a guy walked into a takeaway spot, asking if the kitchen was still open. Chef looked at the clock, looked at him, looked back at the clock, then said, "Depends what you're ordering." Everybody laughed, problem solved. Across town, a wedding DJ was loading speakers through a side entrance, while a divorce lawyer was finishing paperwork under fluorescent lights. Same hour, different soundtrack. A courier left a parcel with the neighbor who'd never met the customer before. By evening they were drinking tea together, talking about rising rent and football scores. Life connects people in strange ways. Fast-paced, warehouse scanner, barcode, beep, steel shelf, safety boots. Somebody's online order becomes somebody else's back pain. Nobody writes songs about logistics, still matters. A dry cleaner had 3 identical navy suits hanging beside each other. One belonged to a groom, one belonged to a politician, one belonged to a man attending a funeral. Fabric doesn't know the difference, people do. A travel agent spent 20 minutes helping someone plan a honeymoon. 2 desks away, a colleague was helping another customer get home for a family emergency. Same destination board, different emotions. Ticket printed, bag check, gate change, coffee spilled, the airport keeps moving. So does everything else. A corner shop owner knew exactly which school kids would buy sweets and which ones would buy energy drinks. Data collection without a spreadsheet. An electrician carried 3 pencils because he always lost 2. A photographer carried 4 batteries because clients never care why your camera died. Experience usually looks like paranoia until something goes wrong. A bowling alley mechanic fixed lane 7 before anyone noticed it was broken. That's the best kind of work, the work nobody notices. Fast flow, delivery route, road closure, quick detour, back on schedule. Adaptation pays more than complaining. A bakery received flour before sunrise. A restaurant restaurant received fish before breakfast. A flower shop received roses before lunch. Timing changes value. Too early, too late, problem. A market trader knew exactly when to lower prices. A stock trader wished he knew the same thing. Different market, same dream. A barber listened to stories all day and forgot most of them by dinner. A bartender listened to stories all night and forgot most of them by breakfast. Some jobs come with information overload. The stadium after full time looked like a completely different planet. Empty seats, discarded programs, cleaning crews. The noise leaves faster than responsibility does. Fast, clipboard, lanyard, work van, missed call. Most adults spend their lives solving things that weren't problems yesterday. A locksmith arrived because somebody slammed the door. A plumber arrived because somebody ignored a drip. A roofer arrived because somebody ignored a stain on the ceiling. Small issues trained for bigger opportunities. A hotel receptionist gave directions to 5 different tourists using 4 different landmarks. Nobody remembered the street names. Everybody remembered the giant clock tower. Human navigation isn't logical. A furniture delivery team carried a sofa up 4 flights of stairs only to discover it wouldn't fit through the door. Back down, back into the van, back to the warehouse. Some days are like that. Effort isn't always progress. A ferry worker tied ropes in weather that made everyone else stay indoors. A gardener planted trees knowing somebody else would enjoy the shade. A watchmaker repaired something older than himself. There's something respectable about work that requires patience. Fast, slow, Q4, print jam, manager side, customer wait, modern life in 4 lines. A supermarket bakery smells successful before it opens. A gym smells unsuccessful after it closes. Oh, for loyal customers. A librarian could find a missing book faster than most people find their car keys. A taxi driver could navigate roadworks faster than satellite systems. Repetition creates strange abilities. A market stall sold old vinyl records beside a stand selling phone chargers. One business surviving nostalgia, one surviving low battery, both busy. Closing hour, tables white, cash counted. Lights dimmed, another shift finished. Somewhere else, another one started. Nobody announces it, nobody applauds it. Yet millions of tiny jobs, tiny fixes, tiny decisions, and tiny responsibilities keep everything moving without asking for recognition. That's probably more impressive than most people realize. Yeah. Ghost lane glide with the city all chrome. Blue light rain on the asphalt road. Whole squad deep in the vibe too cold. Baseline heavy make the windows fold. Twin pipes flare with the engine scream. Fast lane cuts through the laser beam. So skyline bounce when the sub bass breathe. Everybody locked in the luxury dream. Dark blue coupe with the butterfly doors. Neon signs blur when the RPM soar. Whole block shake when the kick drums roar. No weak vibes when the sound waves pour. Tick tick snap when the hi-hats dance. Every bar got a high-speed stance. Internal rhymes in a layer pattern like freeway drifts in the midnight phantom. No fake captions for the online hype. No fake diamonds for attention lights. I'm on glass house views and designer nights. Big bruh stages in a private flight. Cold ocean air through the moon roof slit. Hope car bounce when the baseline hit. Everybody vibing in the midnight mist with a soundtrack built for a life this rich. Boom boom clap stomp when the low end land. Whole dashboard shake from the speakers slam. Every punchline got impact pack like launch control on a racetrack dash. Fast flow mode with the cadence switch. Tongue move sharp on some savage-ish. Every syllable stitch too thick like tire smoke when the back wheel twist. Black leather seats with the ambient glow. Night wind sweep when the palm trees blow. Whole lane move when the sub bass roll. Everybody wild when the hook explode. DNA spark when the beat line crack. Voice go up then the flow snap back. Every line got pressure packed like supercharged runs in a map. Black track hawk. Whole crowd jump when the bass line growl. Window shake when the drums too loud. No weak songs when the track go hard. Everybody locked in the superstar cloud. Still got hunger in the bloodstream deep. Still got goals that I gotta reach. Still move fast while the world is asleep. Cause dreamers drive while the rest just sleep. 808 slide through the speaker frame. Old lane shade when the sub bass bang. No lazy talk, no copy paste. Just midnight rides in a foreign break. Tick 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 boom. Now the engine scream. Fast lane switch with the laser beams. Every rhyme got velocity like twin turbo boosts on the city streets. No weak spots in the structure built. Every cadence got pressure seal like brace. Stay focused behind the wheel with a hunger too real to conceal. Duffel bag stuff with designer fleece. Energy drinks and expensive sneaks. So squad deep with the restless heat. Everybody locked when the drums hit deep. I stay grinding while the rest stayed home. Now the skyline view look platinum gold. Same dudes laugh when the dreams felt bold. Now the screenshot every move I post. Boom 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 stop when the kick drum smash. Whole trunk shake from the baseline crash. Every verse got momentum packed like midnight races in a supercharged jack. Face when the chorus hit. Whole heartbeat on some psycho-ish. Every line got pressure grip like burnout smoke sound glow through the tinted glass. Whole squad move when the hooks attack. Everybody lit in the all black bands, cause hard work turned to the life we have. Internal patterns all overlap like freeway routes on a GPS map. Every cadence attack like V12 pipes when the babs all crack. Whole squad ride when the moonlight hit. Big sub bass with the neon drip. No weak bars, every sentence lit like Tokyo signs on a midnight strip. Late night cruise with the windows crack. Ocean breeze while the baseline slap. Whole team laughing the Cadillac, cause all night drives turn the moments that last. Still got goals in a savage mind. Still want more when the stars all shine. Cause once you level up one more time, you see bigger dreams on the other side. 808 pressure make the whole car jump. Hands on the wheel when the hooks all punch. No burnout vibes, no slowing up. Just non-stop gas till the sunrise come. Middle of the track, now the flow go crazy. Rapid fire tongue all energized lately. Every syllable sharp and wavy like highway runs. Going 180. Rep too fast, but the bars stay crisp. Car shake when the sub bass hit. Every cadence got champion grit like first place wins in a final sprint. Purple skyline with the ocean shine. Whole lane move when the beat line rise. No dark vibes, only pressure and pride. Pure fast life for the late night ride. Cash. Only barbershop tucked between a travel agency and a place that fixes watches. Somebody arguing about a transfer rumor in the first chair. Somebody else asleep before the clippers even touched the side of his head. Owner writing appointments in a notebook instead of a computer because it still works. And that's apparently reason enough. 2 doors down, a tailor is pinning a sleeve. 3 doors down, a teenager is buying a suit for graduation. Same street, different chapters. A refrigerated truck backs into an alley before sunrise. Driver signs one paper, warehouse signs another. Nobody celebrates, yet half the city eats because that happened. Fast-paced, loading dock, pallet wrap, steel cage, forklift horn. The world runs on details, most people never see them. A seafood restaurant receives deliveries while the dining room is still dark. Ice scattered across the floor. Rubber boots, handwritten stock counts. By lunchtime, customers will photograph plates and talk about presentation. Nobody will mention the 5 a.m. start, that's normal. A wedding venue on Friday, a tax office on Monday, both full of nervous people, just different outfits, fast flow. Hotel lobby, rolling suitcase, comfort badge, late checkout. Somebody closing the deal, somebody ending one, somebody pretending everything's fine until they reach the lift. A driving instructor keeps boiled sweets in the glove compartment. A market trader keeps emergency cash inside a biscuit tin. A football coach keeps old team sheets in a drawer. People collect strange things, not because they're valuable, because they mean something. A motorway cafe, rain against the window, truck drivers discussing fuel prices, cyclists comparing routes, family of 5 sharing chips from the same tray. Nobody knows each other, everybody acts like regulars. A jewelry shop changes its display every Thursday. Most pedestrians never notice, the owner notices, that's enough. Receipt keyring, name tag, parking pass, tiny objects, whole memories attached. An accountant carries lucky coins, a chef carries burn marks, a mechanic carries scars across knuckles. Different industries, same evidence in a foyer after the final screen. Impulses coming down, popcorn machine cooling, teenagers waiting for lifts home. Manager checking tomorrow's schedule. One story ended, another starts in 10 hours. A florist wraps flowers for apologies, birthdays, anniversaries, and funerals using almost the same paper. Life's strange like that, different emotions, same ribbon, fast flow, night bus, wet pavement, broken umbrella, missed connection. Someone laughs anyway. A university caretaker unlocks doors before lectures begin. A cleaner turns lights on floor by floor. A baker checks trays. A radio presenter clears his throat. Most mornings are built by people nobody recognizes. A camera shop survives because one owner refuses to retire. A record shop survives because one customer refuses to stream. A cafe survives, but regulars order the same thing every Tuesday. The economy is sometimes held together by habits. A furniture delivery arrives 4 hours late. The customer complains, the driver apologizes. Traffic caused it, nobody wins. Life continues fast. Clipboard, signature, mileage, timestamp. Every profession has its own language. A dentist talks in appointments. A pilot talks in schedules. A builder talks in measurements. A chef talks in minutes. Everybody measures life differently. A rooftop maintenance worker sees views tourists pay money for. He barely looks up. Perspective changes value. An antiques dealer spends a week searching for one missing teacup. A collector spends a month searching for one missing record. A parent spends years searching for 5 minutes of silence. All equally determined. Train station kiosk, energy drinks, newspapers, travel adapters, headphones bought in a rush. Tiny emergency solved all day long. Nobody writes songs about that. Maybe they should. A bowling alley hosts a birthday party at lane 6. A work event at lane 9. And a first date at lane 12. 3 groups, 3 completely different reasons to be there. Same rented shoes, fast flow, ticket scanner, barrier gate, departure board, coffee stain. Life isn't made from highlights, it's built from
from ordinary transactions, unfinished conversations, forgotten receipts, routine journeys, opening shifts, closing shifts, small promises, and people doing their job properly when nobody's watching. That's the part that lasts. Yeah. Pulled up late, valet spinning keys on the finger. Guy in a velvet blazer talking loud near the entrance. Girl at reception switched languages 3 times in a minute. Meanwhile a dishwasher downstairs was ending a double shift. Funny how 2 floors can hold 2 different worlds. A jeweler on the high street keeps a handwritten note under the register. Same note for 12 years, corners folded, ink fading, still there. Across the road, a betting shop opens before breakfast. Chairs empty, screens glowing. Someone already convinced today's the day. Hope sells everywhere, different packaging. Same product, fast pace, black cab, side street, wrong turn, quick fix. Delivery bike squeezed between traffic. Construction crew already unloading equipment. Dog walker carrying 3 leads in one hand. Lawyer carrying 3 phones in one pocket. Everybody juggling some. Furniture warehouse on the edge of town. Sofas lined up like they're waiting for interviews. Young couple comparing prices, older couple comparing comfort. Sales assistant pretending not to notice either. Different priorities, same building. A corner booth inside a diner. Night manager counting receipts. Coffee machine making sounds like it's exhausted. Window cleaner outside finishing one last panel before sunset. The place smells like onions and detergent. Nobody puts that in the movie, that's why it's memorable. Fast flow, flight delayed, gate change, passport, scan, battery drain. Someone sleeping on a backpack, someone rewriting a presentation. Someone staring at departure screens like concentration might speed things up, it never does. A mechanic keeps a photo of his daughter inside a toolbox. A florist keeps painkillers behind the counter. A chef keeps spare shoelaces in the locker. People build systems around problems nobody else sees. That's experience, not theory. A self-storage unit, metal door rolled halfway open. Boxes labeled Christmas, boxes labeled office, boxes labeled don't throw away. Nobody remembers what's inside half of them. Still pays every month. Human beings get attached to possibilities. Fast laundry spins, clock ticks, phone rings, nobody picks up. Barber sweeps hair into a pile. Texting meter climbs another number. Estate agent smiles through another viewing. Courier checks the address twice. Small movements, big outcomes. A cinema after the credits. Popcorn under seats. Lost scar, forgotten receipt. One employee with the torch checking every road. A crowd disappears. The cleanup remains. That applies to more than films. Bowling alley, arcade lights, birthday balloons. Teenager trying to impress somebody. Parent pretending not to be tired. Staff member wearing the same smile for the 8th hour straight. Real professionalism never looks glamorous. Hotel breakfast room, tourist planning routes. Engineer reading emails. Athlete measuring portions. Cleaner replacing napkins. Nobody connected. Everybody sharing the same room. Fast paced, clipboard, invoice, schedule, deadline. Someone misses one, someone meets one, someone moves one. Life keeps rolling. A tire shop beside a wedding venue. One building fixing punctures. One building hosting first dances. Both fully booked. The contrast makes me laugh. Dream conductor buys chewing gum. Accountant buys flowers. Security guard buys scratch cards. University student buys noodles. Cashier sees all of it, says nothing. The best seat in town. A market before sunrise. Boxes sliding across concrete. Prices written by hand. Voices bouncing between stalls. Negotiations before coffee. Decisions before daylight. Money moving before most people wake up. Fast, green vest, steel cage, wood pallet, marker pen. Nobody posting it online. Still important, a rooftop bar at midnight. People discussing investments. 3 streets away, a cleaner empties bins. One room celebrates outcomes. Another room creates them. Football round after full-time. Program pages blowing across stabs. Floodlights switching off one section at a time. Security checking gates. Excitement leaves in waves. Responsibility stays until the end. Ferry crossing, wind strong, coffee week. Children running circles around seats. Businessman trying to finish a spreadsheet. Retired couple sharing sandwiches wrapped in foil. Everybody traveling, different reasons. A locksmith closes up, a baker starts early. A nurse heads home, a courier starts loading. One shift ends, another begins. No announcement, no applause. Just thousands of moving parts fitting together well enough to keep tomorrow arriving on time.
School reunion hit different because half the room was pretending to be happier than they really were, and the other half was pretending not to care. And I walked through the doors watching old rivals shake hands with old enemies and old friends compete in silence, because time changes circumstances faster than it changes human nature. Back then everybody had predictions and every prediction sounded confident because teenagers think they understand the future after looking at a report card. And the funny thing is most of the people who got praised for potential spent years wasting it, while some of the people nobody noticed built entire lives in the shadows, band for band. But the pressure felt colder because comparison is dangerous when people only show highlights. Every conversation sounded polished and every answer sounded rehearsed, and every smile looked slightly artificial, like everybody was selling a version of themselves instead of being themselves. One guy kept talking about luxury and status and connections and influence, and every sentence sounded expansive until somebody asked whether he was actually happy. And the silence that followed lasted longer than any speech because some questions hit harder than criticism. Bass rolled through the speakers in the background while people laughed and exchanged stories and exaggerated achievements. And I realized most people weren't competing with each other at all. They were competing with expectations they created years ago and still hadn't escaped. The energy shifted when somebody brought out an old yearbook because suddenly nobody was talking about money anymore, and nobody was talking about careers anymore, and everybody started talking about memories instead. And for a moment all the titles and salaries and accomplishments disappeared because nostalgia has a way of leveling status. Most people spend years chasing an image and then discover the image can't make them feel complete, and that realization explains more about adulthood than any motivational speech ever could, because fulfillment and validation are completely different things, even though people constantly confuse them. Now the rhythm starts building and every observation starts connected because every person in the room represented a different outcome created by different habits, and every habit represented thousands of decisions nobody else ever saw, which is why judging people by results alone rarely tells the whole story. I sat there listening while everybody shared victories and failures and unexpected turns, and the more I listened the more obvious it became that life doesn't follow predictions, it follows persistence, because talent creates possibilities but consistency decides outcomes. Fast paced now because the lessons keep stacking and the perspective keeps expanding, and every conversation reveals another truth, and the truth is that almost nobody ends up where they thought they would be, but everybody ends up somewhere shaped by the decisions they repeated most often. The city lights glowed outside the restaurant windows while the reunion slowly wound down, and people started leaving in small groups, and something about watching that felt symbolic because life works the same way. People enter your story and leave your story, and sometimes return years later carrying versions of themselves you never expected to meet. Most people think success removes problems, but success usually replaces old problems with new ones, and every level comes with pressure and responsibility and uncertainty, which is why peace often matters more than achievement, even though achievement gets more attention. Now the energy rises and the structure tightens because every lesson from the night starts linking together into one bigger idea, and that idea keeps repeating itself. That comparison wastes time, that growth takes patience, that appearances lie, and that reality is usually happening somewhere underneath the performance. Everybody arrived trying to prove something, and most people left understanding something instead. And understanding is worth more because proof only impresses strangers, while understanding changes the way you live. The reunion ended and the tables emptied and the music stopped and the city kept moving exactly like before. But I drove home thinking about how strange life really is, because the people who once seemed miles ahead and the people who once seemed miles behind all ended up fighting different versions of the same battle. And the battle was never really against each other, it was always against the person they became when nobody was watching. Yeah.
Ghost lane. Ghost lane. Ghost lane, glide with the city all chrome. Blue light rain on the asphalt road. Whole squad deep in the vibe too cold. Baseline heavy, make the windows fold. Twin pipes flare with the engine scream. Fast lane cuts through the laser beams. Whole skyline bounce when the sub bass breathe. Everybody locked in the luxury dream. Dark blue coupe with the butterfly doors. Neon signs blur when the RPM soar. Whole block shake when the kick drums roar. No weak vibes when the sound waves pour. Tick tick snap when the hi-hats dance. Every bar got a high-speed stance. Internal rhymes in the leg, pattern like freeway drifts in the midnight phantom. No fake captions for the online hype, no fake diamonds for attention lights. I want glass house views and designer nights, big world stages and a private flight. Cold ocean air through the moon roof slit. Whole car bounce when the bass line hit. Everybody vibing in the midnight mist with a soundtrack built for a life this rich. Boom, clap, stop when the low inland. Whole dashboard shake from the speaker slam. Every punchline got impact pack like launch control on the racetrack dash. Fast flow mode with the cadence switch. Tongue move sharp on some savage-ish. Every syllable stitched too thick like tire smoke when the back wheel twist. Black leather seats with the ambient glow. Night wind sweet while the palm trees blow. Whole lane move when the sub bass roll. Everybody wild when the hook explode. DNA spark when the beat line crack. Voice go up then the flow snap back. Every line got pressure pack like supercharged runs in the matte black track. Hard whole crowd jump when the bass line growl. Windows shake when the drums too loud. No weak songs when the track go hard. Everybody locked in the superstar cloud. Still got hunger in the bloodstream deep. Still got goals that I gotta reach. Still move fast while the world is asleep, cause dreamers drive while the rest just sleep. 808 slide through the speaker frame. Whole lane shake when the sub bass bang. No lazy talk, no copy paste, just midnight rise in the foreign rate. Tick 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 boom, now the engine scream. Fast lane switch with the laser beams. Every rhyme got velocity like twin turbo boosts on the city streets. No weak spots in the structure built. Every cadence got pressure seal like brace. Stay focused behind the wheel with the hunger too real to conceal. Duffel bag stuck with designer fleece. Energy drinks and expensive sneaks. Whole squad deep with the restless heat. Everybody locked when the drums hit deep. I stayed grinding while the rest stayed on. Now the skyline view look platinum gold. Same dudes laugh when the dreams felt bold. Now they screenshot every move I pose. Boom 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 stop when the kick drum smash. Whole trunk shake from the baseline crash. Every verse got momentum packed like midnight races in a supercharged jazz. Fast 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 pace when the chorus hit. Whole heartbeat on some psycho edge. Every line got pressure grip like burnout smoke when the launch control hit. Right downtown glow through the tinted glass. Whole squad move when the hooks attack. Everybody lit in the all black bands. Cause hard work turned to the light. We have internal patterns all overlap like freeway routes on a GPS map. Every cadence attack like V12 pipes when the valves all crack. Whole squad ride when the moonlight hit. Big sub bass with the neon drip. No weak bars, every sentence lit like Tokyo signs on the midnight strip. Late night cruise with the windows cracked. Ocean breeze while the baseline slap. Whole team laugh in the Cadillac. Cause all night drives turn to moments that last. Still got goals. Still got goals. In the savage mind, still want more when the stars all shine. Cause once you level up one more time, you see bigger dreams on the other side. 808 pressure make the whole car jump. Hands on the wheel when the hooks are punched. No burnout vibe, no slowing up. Just non-stop gas till the sunrise come. Middle of the track, now the flow go crazy. Rapid fire tongue all energized lately. Every syllable sharp and wavy like highway runs going 180. Breath too fast but the bar stay crisp. Whole car shake when the sub bass hit. Every cadence got champion grit like first place wins in the final sprint. Purple skyline with the ocean shine. Whole lane move when the beat line rise. No dark vibes, only pressure and pride. Just pure fast life for the late night ride. Yeah. Red numbers on the dashboard. Red numbers on the dashboard, reading 0243 while the highway stretched ahead like it had no ending. And the fuel light blinking every few seconds like a warning nobody could ignore. And I'm driving through the dark with the bass rattling the mirrors, thinking about how many people spend their entire life talking about what they're gonna do while time quietly keeps moving without them. Yeah. Everybody got a plan until pressure starts applying interest. And every dream sounds beautiful until sacrifice sends the invoice. And that's why I stopped being impressed by ambition alone, because ambition is common and execution is rare. And every year I see the same story play out with different faces. Big promises, quick excitement, temporary effort, predictable ending. Band for band, but the pressure stay hostile because I came too far to start moving backwards now. And every setback I survived became another reason not to fear the next one. Because once you've already been through enough storms, the forecast stops looking scary and starts looking familiar. Street signs flying past the windshield and every exit leading somewhere different. And that feels a lot like life, because most people miss opportunities for the same reason they miss exits. They hesitate too long and spend too much time wondering if there's a better option ahead. Bass crawling through the speakers and the whole atmosphere changing shape. DNA switch, pulse rising, focus tightening, because now every lesson starts connecting and every mistake starts revealing value. And every difficult season starts looking like preparation instead of punishment. Most of these boys addicted to appearances and completely disconnected from reality. And they spend more time building an image than building themselves, which is why everything falls apart. The second pressure arrives because pressure don't care about aesthetics. Pressure only respects foundations. I watch people fake confidence, and I watch people rent lifestyles, and I watch people borrow personalities they couldn't maintain. And every single time reality eventually showed up and collected everything back with interest. Now the rhythm getting sharper and the cadence getting heavier, and every sentence stacking on another sentence, because momentum finally reached escape velocity. And once momentum gets moving at that speed, it stops asking whether you're comfortable and starts demanding whether you're committed. Fast pace now, because the stakes pace increasing and the standard increasing in the whole situation, accelerating in every challenge, creating another challenge in every solved problem, revealing the bigger problem waiting behind it. But that's exactly why I enjoy it, because growth without resistance is usually an illusion. The city glowing somewhere behind me and the future hiding somewhere ahead of me, and both of them feel less important than the road directly underneath the tires, because people obsess over destinations while ignoring the habits that actually determine where they arrive. Most people think they need motivation, and what they really need is structure. Because motivation disappears when conditions change, but structure keeps operating regardless of mood, and structure quietly wins races. Motivation never finishes. Yeah, now everything escalating, thoughts moving quicker, reactions moving quicker, vision expanding wider, because hesitation got left behind miles ago and execution took over the wheel, and execution has always been more valuable than intention. Every mile marker passing by and every hour disappearing into the rear view mirror, and every decision carrying more weight than before, because eventually life stops rewarding potential and starts rewarding consistency. And that's where most people get exposed. Pressurizing, heartbeats sinking with the kick engine humming underneath the bass, because now the whole thing feels locked in, and every piece finally moving in the same direction. And that's dangerous, because focused energy travels further than talent without direction never could. The fuel light still blinking and the road still stretching and the night still refusing to end. But none of that bothers me, because difficult journeys were never the problem. Uncertainty was never the problem. The real problem was standing still. And standing still stopped being an option a long time ago. So I keep driving and keep building and keep moving, because moving creates opportunities, and opportunities and opportunities, and leverage creates freedom, and freedom is worth every late night and every setback and every sacrifice that came before it. Because when the sun finally rises, the people who kept moving always end up somewhere different, and the people who spent the whole night talking about it.
I step in already loaded, no builder, no easing, cadence, cutting immediate. Ref steady but lethal in sequencing. Heavy bar landing, heavy with reason. No filler, no padding, no pleading, just for motion, competing. You talk loud when the room gets crowded, I get louder when the room gets silent. You chase buzz, I chase violent precision, structure aligning, collision. Stand up, stay locked, stand up, don't stop. When I rise higher. When I push harder. When I test sharper. When I move farther. Yeah. No soft energy leaking, no comfort in speaking, articulation peaking. Every syllable seeking the throat of the beat and squeezing. You flex posture for cameras, I flex stamina in grammar. Multi-layer patterns, attacking the pattern, no slippage in standard. Stand up, stay locked, stand up, don't stop. Speed climbing but breathing controlled, cadence folding and stopping and hold. Rhythm compressed in muscle and bone, dominant shown, not told. You want a moment of shock, I want a permanent mark. You want applause in the dark, I want control of the spark. When I rise higher. When I push harder. When I test sharper. When I move farther. No mercy in execution, no wasted resolution, no pause for illusion, just constant intrusion. You imitate tone with aggression, I demonstrate lethal progression. Breathe tight under compression, bars built like a weapon. Stand up, stay locked, stand up, don't stop. Every return heavier than the first hit, no gimmick, no limit, no slipping in rhythm, no dipping in spirit. You want safe lanes to maneuver, I want pressure that crushes your future. I want structure stronger than rumor, performance nuclear. When I rise higher. When I push harder. When I test sharper. When I move farther. No breakdown moment for breathing, no sentimental grieving, just cadence slicing and weaving and leaving the ground uneven. You think rage equals danger, proof control equals anger, syllables stack like chamber, detonating later. Stand up, stay locked, stand up, don't stop. Breath When I push harder. When I test sharper.